So hi guys and welcome back to Returnees. I am here with the first male on the Returnees, Ope. Ope is, I'll let you introduce yourself. What do you do and when did you move back?
What do I do? So I run a consulting firm, management and HR consulting, and also just setting up a tech company at the moment.
Okay.
And I should be launching later on in the next couple of months, actually.
That sounds amazing. But when did you move back?
Moved back in 2015.
Wow, 5 years.
Yeah, officially 2015. But I first came in 2013. I was invited by EDC, part of the LBS. They invited me to speak at an event.
Okay.
First time I come back to Nigeria for years. So I didn't know what to expect. And I remember speaking at the event, and then there was a lot of people that followed me outside. They were like, this, that. So I was like, there's something in this country.
Yeah.
You know, and then 2014, I was going through like a shift in my life. A lot was just,
Yeah.
So I wanted a new start. So I thought, you know what? So I came back to Nigeria. I can try to do a few projects like people normally do, and it didn't work out. What I thought it would be wasn't. But I was determined.
Okay.
So towards the end of the year, we ran our first project. I think it was for Airtel at the time. We had done a project as well for GT Bank at the time as well. But these were small projects. But they gave me some sort of boost.
Yeah. Did you know you were always getting into business, that you were going to be an entrepreneur in moving back?
I mean, so I've always been an entrepreneur in my life. I've never done corporate work. So that's what I've known. Even in the UK, I was an entrepreneur. I was, so we're running some projects for the government, and then government cuts came and all that. So that affected a lot of things. So I've never really, so that's all I knew. So coming back to Nigeria, naturally, it's always going to be the same thing.
And expectation, when you came back, was it what you thought it was going to be, or was it just like a whole different ball game, whole different world? Were you prepared as well for the move back?
No.
Okay. So when we say prepared, what is prepared to you if you were moving back? Because you said something about coming back and not having money.
So I came back in what I'm a bit of a crazy person when it comes to making decisions and doing things. I used to be a big risk taker. I'm not sure how much of that I am anymore.
Nigeria will change.
So as I said, I was going through a transition at the time, and I just had to if my plane ticket at the time, I had to borrow it.
Wow.
I didn't have one in my pocket.
Wow, you just wanted to move. You were determined.
So and then I was more driven by the need for a new start than anything. And then I remember I had to stay with like my sister's friend's family for like when I first came. So these were people that I didn't know, but they were very amazing, and they really they took me in. And
so moving back, like how was it the first few years? How was it for you? Because it's been 5 years now, but was it all smooth? Did you just made it? Everything just came easy for you.
The thing is, look, there's one thing if you have a rich uncle or a family to support you in Nigeria, but when you don't have that, and that becomes 100 times more difficult for you.
No, 100%.
Because there's nobody that can say, hey, go and see that person. See, the way Nigeria works is somebody calls you and says, hey, you know what? Okay, go see that person.
Yeah.
But when you don't have that, you're literally pounding the doors and trying to sell yourself.
Yeah.
And I remember I've had to walk in the sun. I've had to knock on doors. I remember I went for one meeting. I had to walk from my house to like where the meeting was because I didn't even have transport fare.
Wow.
And I got there and they made me wait for like 5 hours. Yeah. Because the guy would literally have like how many people sitting in his office at once. There was a lot of people in reception for the guy. But the good thing is the Nigerian experience is one that nobody can take away from you.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Once you go through, so I remember 2016, that was when the naira been about 600 or something.
There was a recession, at that time.
So it was about 600 and something naira to a pound.
Yeah. So fuel scarcity again.
Yeah, fuel scarcity. You got a lot of the UK guys coming to Nigeria spending money. So like guys that were probably doing like
the F for
or even minor jobs in the UK.
Yeah.
Will come to Nigeria just spending. So you are here, right, struggling.
Yeah.
So I was here struggling, and I could see people that were just coming, because of the
exchange rate. Coming and enjoying it. It must have really felt. How did that
Of course.
feel for you? Like generally.
So I remember that time, I just said, I need a mentor.
Yeah.
And that's one thing you must always find yourself in Nigeria. To get through Nigeria, find a mentor.
100%.
Find someone
In Nigeria, would you say in Nigeria?
In Nigeria, yes.
That
because
knows how
the person must, somebody that understands where you're trying to, or maybe understands where, or someone that just understands where, where you're trying to get to.
Yeah.
So I went on LinkedIn. I, messaged, a couple of people, and there was a particular, gentleman, God bless him, he's one of the founders of the leading ICT company in Nigeria.
Wow. Yeah.
He had been in business for 30-something years.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, look, I need help. So he told me, come to my house.
Just like that? Off LinkedIn?
Yeah. So he's like, come to my house. Let's talk.
Did you match him to what you wanted to do, or you just saw that he had succeeded? Was he a attorney? What made you pick him?
So he had been in business for 30-something years. He has built a business for 30-something years. Of course, his business went through crazy times, but he had sustained the business for 30-something years, right? I really liked, I sort of just liked him online.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to his house and he just listened to me and he said, you know what? 80% of people that move back to Nigeria move back, go back home.
Yeah.
But the 20% that just stay, they go ahead and they do amazing stuff. And he said to me that, be part of that 20%.
Yeah.
He said, you know what? Okay, right now I can just point you in one direction or link you up to somebody that can help you. But I said, I wouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to grow through this process. He said, you know what? I want you to grow through this process. I didn't understand. I thought it was wicked at the time.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I thought it was like, this man can
why is he not helping me?
Why is he not just,
after I've suffered?
Yeah, because I went to him thinking, okay, mentor, but maybe I could just, always.
Yeah, of
But I was
course.
like, you know what? And I'm grateful for what he did at the time because
taught you a lot.
It was the first 3 years was difficult.
Yeah. So that's what I was going to ask. Like, so tell us about that first 3 years. One word to describe it?
My house caught fire.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get worse than that. It doesn't.
Just when you think, so I remember I had moved into my own first main apartment, right? Mm-hmm. My own first real apartment. Mm-hmm. I was excited. Took time to furnish it, like 5 months to furnish it.
Swear.
And
wow.
That was 2017. And November 2017, just a week before my rent was due to be renewed, I went out to the cinema, came back, my house was on fire. Lost everything in the fire, right?
So mad.
I'm like...
Imagine after struggling to make ends meet, after all that. So how did that make you feel, and what did you do to kind of get back up? Because at that point, you could have left. You could have gone back,
So I went to London after that for 1 month.
Yeah.
I needed to be with my family, with my sisters.
Yeah.
So I went to be with my sisters. They helped me a lot. Family is important.
So it's okay to go back. It's okay to do a little trip back to recoup, to reevaluate. Was that time what you used it for?
Yeah, because mentally.
Yeah.
But what I did at the time, I remember when I was in the UK, my sister was like, you know what, okay, why don't you just take time to just work a bit? Maybe like 3-4 months, and it was from a good place. So look, instead of you're going back again and you're going to go back into this hustle again. Mm-hmm. And she could see how much it was taken from me.
Yeah.
So look, you're going to go back into this hustle again. Why didn't you just stay for like 3 months? And so I was like, nah, I'm going back.
Yeah.
And God bless my sisters, they supported me at the time. But you need some sort of support from some people. Even if it's not financial, you need people. So you need to play around people that somehow, so I remember I came back in December 2017. It was like, and when I came back at that time, it was like, you know what? Yes, the fires happened. Like this time,
I'm ready.
Like, we're gonna go in. Like we have to go
in hand. Yeah.
So like, I'm not coming back to not come and play the games because this time I chose to actually come back.
Yeah.
I remember 2018 started as like, bam, bam, and then my office gets robbed in 2018 February or something. Robbery like twice in like 2 weeks or something.
Mad.
Like laptops got taken away. So my staff come the next day to work. They're working on their phones. They're like, you know what, we're gonna walk through this.
Wow.
So we push through that, blah blah blah, and then 2018 was when the change started.
Okay.
So you can see
what changed first. Was it your mind? Was it situations? What?
No, I mean, so I remember I remember Gokada had just come into Nigeria then.
Yeah.
And they reached out to us to do a project for them. Mm-hmm. And, I remember then, it was just a conversation between me and the founders at the time, and just talking, and next thing I knew, bam, the project was commissioned. Mm-hmm. We're working. So this was a project that was different from the ones we had done before.
Okay.
And, from that, then we took another big project.
Yeah.
Like a couple of months after that. It's quite massive for us as well. Mm-hmm. Not as big as we've ever done. Mm-hmm. But from that, we started taking on more and more and more projects.
Yeah.
But one thing about Nigeria is all you need is just one big project to act as a catalyst. Once you do one big one, you find that you start things start picking up gradually.
Would you say that the circle in Nigeria, like the 1%, we'll put it, is quite small, but once you enter, you excel in it? Would you put it like that, or
I'm
would
not,
you?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not among the 1% yet.
Okay,
I'm not there
maybe not
yet.
the 1%, but you know how we have upper class and lower class. There's no middle class in a sense, but now there is actually. It's coming up. It's becoming a thing. There's a lot of working class people that actually live on the island. But I guess my point is that, like you said, it's the one thing that kind of gets you into that circle. That is it the people? Would you say the people?
So Nigeria works like a cabal.
Okay.
So you go to some organizations and you're fantastic at what you do.
Yeah.
But because there's a cabal in the organization, they will not let you in.
What's that?
So I've done some projects in some organizations where you know what, you can't get in because, let's say you did the first project and you were fantastic, but they won't let you in because it's very tight knitted. Everybody, they know the vendors they work with.
Yeah.
They have that kind of tight. So you, as an outsider, is like, who's this guy?
Mm-hmm.
But my biggest opportunities in Nigeria have come from people calling me and be like, "Oh, hey, you do this thing."
Okay.
I know someone that's looking for this stuff.
Okay, from referrals, your friends, people that you know.
People that don't even. It's not. See, networking in Nigeria is not always like business cards.
Moving back, for Mel, starting business for Mel. Being here as a returnee, do you think it's a lot harder has been harder for you as a male, or been easier?
So the truth is, there's a lot of things that women can easily get in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that because it's easy for women.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, because naturally it's harder for women in Nigeria to get to a certain level.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can talk your way through and you are smart enough, as a woman, you can still get certain things done. As a guy, it's not as easy as people think it is, especially in business. Because it's you've got to build your own network.
Yeah, you said that a lot.
That's what it is. It's about networking.
So how did you, as being a returnee, how did you make friends? How did you build that network? What's the one advice you give our audience?
So how did I build my network? I think the first thing I did was, and again, you've got one thing about Nigeria is give yourself time to learn the culture.
100%. I say this all the time. Yeah.
Don't rush to try and the truth is, even the things you come to do might evolve over time.
Yeah.
So what you initially come thinking that I'm going to do this. But give yourself an opportunity to grow and understand the culture.
Thank you.
Don't rush it.
Yeah.
Nigeria is not a place to be rushed.
Yeah.
Even if you have money, it will take money from you if you rush it.
Quick question, random, but when would you say in the 5 years that you've made it? Like you actually got to a place where you can say, okay, I've made something of myself.
I'm not there yet.
I knew you'd say something like that, but you've done a lot. So, okay. When would you say that you have...
Oh, because that I felt good about myself.
Yeah, or you got comfortable...
2019.
So that's 4 years in.
4 years in.
Wow.
So, we had some breakthroughs in 2019 and it was good.
Yeah.
It's good to be able to wake up and be like, I want to travel tomorrow. I want to go somewhere tomorrow. And
freedom, a little bit of freedom, financial freedom.
You have red passport, and if you have money with it, that's fantastic. You can wake up and be like, I want to go to Miami, I want to go to the Caribbean, I want to go to Dubai.
Yeah. So, okay, one advice you give to someone moving back, male, female, both, up to you.
So one thing I didn't mention before was the fact that I had already, before I moved back, I've been using LinkedIn to connect with a lot of people.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. So I've been looking for people that were my potential clients, and I've been using LinkedIn to connect with them before I came.
Wow.
So I remember,
that's a good thing.
Yeah. So there was some people that were already expecting some meetings with us before I came. So that's always good. So use LinkedIn and also just give yourself the time to build. You come back. I think the major thing I would say to people, which I did, I think that helped me quite a bit, is start building your network online. Start using LinkedIn to connect with people that are in the space you want to get into. That's important.
Yeah.
Don't wait until you get on the ground. So just don't wait until you're around before you start building your network. Because your network is really what gets you into whatever you want to get into. but start with LinkedIn before you come
Yeah.
down. And we need to be humble. Yeah, I think more returnees need to be humble. We assume that because we're from the UK, US, from outside of Nigeria, that the years when people used to look at returnees and be like, wow,
Yeah.
those times are over.
It's gone. They don't
I'm in the talent space, right? So I know that talent is the talent in Nigeria has developed so much over the years.
Yeah.
That they need to start bringing in external talent is becoming, less and less, needed, because people are developing themselves. People are getting trained abroad. People are attending schools abroad.
Mm-hmm.
So now the talent here are getting much more developed. So if you come from the UK, don't come here with a proud mindset that, because I'm from the UK, I have a privilege. No, you're not.
Yeah.
If you come with that mindset, you're not going to go very far. So just be humble and learn the culture.
Yeah.
Nigeria will reward you
if
you just allow and it's just like a woman. Treat it good and it will reward you. That's what I've seen about Nigeria.
Like a woman,
Yeah, honestly.
That's it. We'll leave at that point. Nigeria's like a woman. Treat it well and it will reward you. So, women, that was for you. But thank you so much, Ope. It's been a pleasure. You can follow him on, what's your socials?
OPY2708.
Okay, that's the most randomest and longest.
27th of August.
You need to change that. Okay. Well,
OPY,
if it's special to you, then
OP. So it's like,
yeah.
It's like OPY2708. As long as I don't get weird DMs.
If you have any questions, you know what to do. Comment below, subscribe, share for more returnees. If you're moving back, comment. Let's talk. Let's carry this conversation. Thank you so much.